Thanks for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have another budget store find. This time it's the card game Absolutely 80's Quiz. 200 questions to see how well you remember the decade that taste forgot. I picked this up for 99 cents and 75% off. Absolutely 80's Quiz. Who had a hit with Love is a Battlefield? Which fitness instructor was sweating to the oldies? Go head to head or play in teams to see how well you remember the 80's. With 200 questions on everything from pop music and Pac-Man to movies and mullets. Set contains all this stuff. Brought to you by Professor Puzzle. Suitable for those who are 12 years old and older. For more information, go to professorpuzzle.com. And it doesn't say when this was released. Nope, doesn't have that information on there. So anyway, there it is. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Now, first thing I'm going to mention is that, now, again, I picked this up for 99 cents and what was it, 75% off. So the reality is I should have no complaints. But one thing I am going to complain about is that these cards, and where they have the little indentation for where to put the cards, they don't fit there, so you can't scrunch them in, so they slide all over the place all over the time. But that's just a little thing I had to mention. So if you keep the game, I would take the plastic container out, chuck it, because the reality is, as you can tell, they slide all over the place. If you're one of these people like me who likes to keep all their cards together and keep them in the categories they're supposed to be, this tray that they have included here does not help the situation at all. So this is cool that the instructions are located on the back, on the inside cover of the box. So let's see what it says here. Instructions: before getting started, depending on the number of players, you can either play in teams or players can answer the questions individually. Begin by approaching a quiz master who asks the questions and keep track of the score. Shuffle the cards and place them face down in the center of the playing surface in their 4 individual piles. Rules for play. Then you roll the die. 1 is music, 2 is TV, 3 is movie, 4 is culture. 5, pick a card from the pile of your choice. 6 is from team selects a card for you. Winning the game, the first player or team to reach 15 points is the winner. So as we're saying here, let's go back over to this location. So as you can tell, even as I'm bringing this over here, you see how it slides? Yeah, that's not for me by any means of the word. So we've got a regular D6 die here, which is always something good to have. There it is. Okay, so we could start off on the top. We have our movie cards. So like I said, the indentation should be a lot lower than what it is. So again, these are mini cards. Okay, so all the backs are, or fronts, depending on what you look on, are the same. Then you got your questions about music. Who plays the, oh, this is a movie, sorry about that, movie. Who plays the character of Catherine Parker in Working Girl? Which actor starred in an 80's movie about a town that had band dancing? In Spinal Tap, what does the line "these go to 11" refer to? So these are all questions also relating to different films that came out in the 80's. All right, for yours, Eyes Only, James Bond film. Song that plays at the end of The Breakfast Club. Simple Minds. These are all your different questions. Oh, you guys, looks like here, got a blue one. Oh, wrong one. It's in the wrong pile, no wonder. Which film featured a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Ghostbusters. What type of car was used in a time machine? Back to DeLorean. Okay, which film do Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis star as newly dead? Beetlejuice. Which U.S. city is location for RoboCop? Detroit, Michigan. There it is. So, got 4 points right there off the bat. All right, so there's your first deck of cards, which is your music, as you can tell, just by looking at the die. You've got yourself small decks. All right, the next one we have here is your TV shows from the 80's. And all different kinds of questions. So What does Al Bundy sell in Married Children? Of course, shoes, women's shoes. Which actor narrated the voice of Kevin Arnold as the adult in Wonder Years? That I don't know. What was the name of the street where the Seaver family lived in Growing Pains? Probably Hood Lane. I wouldn't know either. Which series of Star Trek first aired in 1987? Sorry, that would be the second series, which is Next Generation. What was the name of the beachfront estate at which Thomas Magnum resided at Magnum? Robin's Nest. I watched the show, didn't know that. So again, there's a whole bunch of questions about TV. Let's see what else we got here. And the Care Bears, what symbol did Good Luck Bear have on his stomach? Four-leaf clover. What was the name of the police procedural TV show that helped launch Johnny Depp's acting career? 21 Jump Street, correct. Which character was the leader of the A-Team? It was George Papard's character. Hannibal. What was the name of David Hasselhoff's character in Baywatch? Mitch Buchanan. Which TV soap asked the exploited two-shot JR? Of course, it's Dallas. What object did MacGyver refuse to carry MacGyver? A gun. Okay, so it's like Batman doesn't use a gun. Facts Life was a spin-off from which TV show? Different Strokes. Wow, I didn't know that. How do you like that? That was a spin-off show to that? I had no idea. So anyway, that's your TV questions. Then we have quiz questions regarding 80s music. Now, my wife loves to play anything regarding the 80s. She's like an 80s whiz. Now, I grew up in the 80s. She grew up in the 80s, but she seems to know a lot more about pop culture of the 80s because I was into hard rock and metal music and all that stuff like that. And TV shows I watched weren't the ones she watched, but she watched all the popular ones. So a lot of these questions here, if you know the popular TV shows, you're going to do really well in this game. Again, so there's your music quiz. So let's take a look here. Who was the lead singer of AC/DC until his death in 1980? That's Bon Scott. Tommy Lee, Vincent, Motley Crue. Which 80's band had with Our Lips Are Sealed, Vacation, and We Got the Bear? That'd be the Go-Go's. Yep. So again, all kinds of questions about, what's this one? That's gonna be, drop that down here. The last one here. Who was lead singer of the Culture Club? Ooh, I know that. Camellia. Boy George. There you go. And I got a couple more questions here. Cockeyed. Which band had a hit with Don't Stop Believing? That's Journey, obviously. In what year were the Live Aid concerts held? Well, that's a good question. 83? 85, all right. Which song opens with the lyric, turn around every now and then I get a little lonely? No idea. I've heard it before. Who duetted with MC Scat Cat and on Opposites Drive? Oh, that's the girl who dances. She was on Paul Abdul. Yep. Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty duetted on which hit in 1981? Never heard that song in my life. So there you go. Not sure. So there's your music. You got another question. John McClane is the main character for which film series? Die Hard. And last but not least, we have pop culture. Your Dayglow. Which U.S. auto manufacturer did Chrysler purchase in 1987? AMC. Babyland General Hospital was the birthplace of which popular children's doll? I'm going to say Cabbage Patch Dolls? Yep. Okay, good. Which book written by Salman Rushdie in 1980 resulted in him being placed in police protection after a series of death threats? I know this answer. I'm thinking about it. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Yep, Satanic Verses. Right. He still has a jihad on him. Yes. Ray-Ban Avatar sunglasses were popularized by which age? I say Top Gun. Yep. The Noid was an advertising character for which pizza restaurant chain? The Noid, Domino's? Yep, Domino's Pizza. Which of the following colors does not feature on a Rubik's Cube, orange, black, or white? I'm gonna say black. Yep. The day glow colors. What does VHS stand for? Ooh, I don't know. Video Home System. Okay. And what is the name of the tile stacking video game released in 1984? Tile stacking game. Tetris. Yep. All right, so I do pretty well. Was the slang word tubular used to describe something that was good or bad? Good. Yep. So there you have it. There are your 4 decks of cards. Again, this tray, not very helpful. Don't like it at all. Should have been a little deeper. So that's that. Anyway, that's everything that's included. This concludes our unboxing of absolutely 80s quiz. 200 questions to see how well you remember the decade that taste forgot. And as always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It was truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also, you could always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day. I'll catch you on the next unboxing video.